Hi!
There we go. We own. What is up, everybody? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see. We got YFM Studios, Shady Three Tiers, DB Cooper, Sweet Daddy, Dr. D. You know who that be. Dr. Dale.
What was it? Oh,
Jake Nino, hi.
hi everyone.
Matt Way, what up? Vistroya, what up?
In a video, I accidentally said the word. What video was it? It is,
Has it come out yet on YouTube? I don't think so.
it hasn't come out on YouTube yet. It's on Patreon right now, but it will come out later this week. Maybe I won't tell anybody. Maybe they can just figure it out.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and then by next week, if you haven't figured it out, then I'll tell you.
What up, groovy mofos? Very, very cool. Well, glad to see everybody. I hope
Jesus Christ, destroy
everybody's doing well. What'd they say? I hope nobody had a near-death experience or anything.
Oh, yeah, me too. The word.
Which
one? The one. The one that you've been trying to get me to say for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know.
The word, yes.
Nikki knows. You'll have to catch her like later on, like near when the stream is close to the end and she's tired and forgets that she's not supposed to be saying this. That's when you guys can get her. Don't start right up.
It's not even like I... Hi, Shorty. It's not even like I have, an aversion to saying that. It's just because you guys want me to, so then I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Can you close that a little bit?
A little bit of the dough.
Shorty.
Anyway, I think for this stream, we're just hanging out.
Yes.
We're just chatting, talking with you guys. Have some things that we've been thinking about doing. Maybe a change
In our schedule.
to our schedule.
Yes.
Because, as you guys know, usually on Fridays, we do...
That's bullshit.
what?
Jake, it doesn't count. She has to call Nino and I that word. I never said that.
That's how it goes. So we were thinking about doing, instead of doing our live streaming reactions on Twitch on Fridays, we were thinking about doing
You're messing this up.
No, instead of doing our live streaming reactions on Twitch on Fridays, we were thinking about doing our live streaming reactions here on YouTube on Monday evenings and,
Shorty.
then taking stream highlights and chopping them up and putting those out as our normal videos throughout the week.
It's like what we already do, except
yeah.
for it would be on YouTube, and
On
instead of
Mondays.
Friday, it would be Mondays.
Like the time that we're doing this right now.
So, like, right now, if we did this next week on Monday, we would be watching reactions with you guys live.
And then that stream would be no more, but the highlights from each reaction would go up.
But just the same as, like, on Twitch when we do it, we see who's in the chat and, like, play off of things that they say, and it's more of an interactive way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Y'all about to get the channel taken down.
I know, that's what I said. I don't know. But at the same time, it would be live.
Yeah, it's live, and then once the stream is over with, it won't be...
we'll private it.
Yeah, we'll private it, and then just do highlights from then on.
But it's still, like, I don't really know if that's kosher.
It's an idea.
It's
an idea.
I don't know.
Because we do have a few people that show up, and we love all the homies that hang out with us on Fridays. But we've noticed that not a lot of people want to make that trip over to Twitch. And do things exclusively over there.
A Twitch person.
I mean, I think that
it would be cool.
It's a platform that's like meant for live streaming. So their live streaming is kind of like their focus, and it's quicker, and sometimes it's a better stream over there. But
yeah.
Channel's dead. It's been fun, guys.
Oh my gosh. I can think of one new thing. Probably have set aside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that it would give us more time. I just don't have as much time as I would like to.
Right.
You know? I'm getting ready to potentially start back school.
Back to school. Back to school.
Just to do some prereqs. So then hopefully next year we'll be in a master's program, and that will look entirely
Very
different.
cool.
And maybe we'll have to change the schedule again. I don't know.
Right.
Twitch too busy destroying their platform.
Yeah. YouTube would probably just copyright you guys for one mistake.
That's what I'm worried about.
That could happen at any time, though, for anything.
True.
It doesn't even matter whether you make a mistake or not. They could just strike you for whatever they wanted to. But, I mean, tons of people do this shit already. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it would be a better utilization of our time.
And we can, maybe bounce the idea off of Nate, because he is the expert in the field in our area, and just say what has your experience been with that, maybe
who knows. Well, I remember we were doing that one meme stream live. I mean, because that's kind of what it is. It's just like an extended meme stream.
I thought about that. Yeah,
it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
you guys could switch over to Kick as well, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
We started
with
a Kick and tried it out, and it seems to be okay, but I don't know. There's just like this idea of spreading yourself too thin across too much.
Yeah.
And I think that the quality over quantity aspect is kind of what I want to get into.
Yeah.
Because
it would be different if we were doing different things. Like on our Patreon, we have things that come out early. We have full release reactions. We have different kinds of content.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't want to just have 7 platforms and do the same thing on all of them.
Right.
And I don't have the time to do different things on all the different things. I would love to, but
in general, just time in general.
Yes.
Is not always available, because there's a bunch of cool shit
Ariel.
I want to do. I just can't, because I don't have time.
Yes.
It hurts my feelings.
Yes. Chad's still in school, too.
Yeah. Well, it's been killing me. But I'm towards the end.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. It's America Day tomorrow.
It is.
By the way. And do you know what is a big deal on America Day?
Hot dogs.
It's also Jake's birthday tomorrow.
I forgot about that. I forgot.
So, since a lot of people...
Everybody send an
right
American
now.
flag emoji to Jake on Discord.
Happy birthday. Yeah, it's early, but it's almost your birthday, Jake, and you're purty. I love Jake.
Dirty.
Jake's a handsome man. I want to see Jake with my... Oh. Happy birthday, Jake.
Oh,
Yeah.
Train.
It is? Don't even play. America Day is Jake's
must
birthday.
use the southern accent.
Yes, that is true. On America Day and on your birthday, Jake, you
the
have
whole
to
day.
use the southern accent.
Even
That's
if you
right.
talk to your mom, somebody calls you, your mom's like, hey, happy birthday, whatever. You have to talk to her with a southern accent.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Nikki, just ditch school and hang with the homies. Listen, I need to be making money. I gotta go to school, and I gotta get smart, and I have to have a career, and I want to have a house, and all the things.
The thing is, you do this for us. I don't know how many of y'all know this, but Nikki doesn't really do this for her own pleasure. It's like Nikki does this, number one, because
heard it here.
She loves me, and she really has fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
And enjoys being with you guys. But her passion is what? The arts,
helping babies.
Helping babies and people and taking care of people and things.
Yeah. Before I did this, I taught English online, and I had a little group of kiddos that I taught every day, and they just, I miss it.
You miss being a teacher?
I do, yeah. I think that this stuff is fun, but it's not what I want to do, with my life. It doesn't give me that same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fun and goofy and silly, and that's great.
Yeah.
But like, for me,
so what you're saying is you really don't love us.
It's not my purpose in life. Help the babies. And it, you have to like do what like really, like that's the only thing that really makes me feel good about being alive and a person. That sounds terrible, but it's like the only thing that really makes me like, oh yes,
being honest is important. I think so. With that being said, I think that maybe using our Monday night time slot for recording reactions and hanging out with everybody might be
we can try it.
Yeah, it might be something that better utilizes that time and energy, so you are more with what we're doing and not stretched out so thin. We all heard it. Nikki dresses up like a teacher and teaches Chad.
Oh, my God.
That's why he's at school. That's right. We all got to find our way. That's true.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've been having a blast, doing this and then doing my streams with the guys.
I'm not quitting. And you don't own my soul, Jesus Christ.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm not quitting. And plus, I don't even know what time the classes will be. Like, I've been looking online, and they haven't posted anything, but I contacted admissions today and was just like, so, I mean, really, it could be like, oh, Monday nights is when your class is. Like, I don't know,
Right.
So.
My dream job would be professional dog cuddler.
That or like, I was going to say koala, but, newfound information that I've had for the past year, maybe not so much anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki was a teacher. Got hot for teacher. Yeah.
I wasn't like I taught English online, so it wasn't what?
Monopolist, dude. God.
Nice.
Good God.
Nice.
You say that in jest, but Monopolist really does work himself to fucking death.
Yes.
And he's after it. So all respect to him. All respect to Jake and Monopolist for how much they help the channel. Mm-hmm. Again, I know that Jake is getting mad because we were talking about his birthday and we're celebrating him a little bit today. But the truth is, he does a shit ton for the channel. He is very helpful. And a good friend. So thank you so much for that. Thank you to Nino also. Yes, working himself into an early grave, which none of us want.
Yeah.
So,
koalas eat beans and toast, essentially. I agree with that statement.
Beans and toast? Because koalas eat shit?
Yeah. Man-spreading. See, this is... I was a teacher, but I wasn't a teacher. I was kind of more of like a tutor. So I taught kids one-on-one, and I taught them English as a second language.
Yeah.
So I wasn't an English teacher because I went to school for psychology, and I worked with babies and kiddos with mental illnesses and bad home lives and stuff like that for a while. And then I got into teaching online, and then the pandemic happened, and then I lost my job. Fun stuff.
I'll just cut out the middleman. I'll just kill Nino. Good God. Joining me today, podcast had an interesting comment there. If you want to read that,
Nikki was a wonderful addition to the reactions, and the channel was channel as a whole embracing all of this YouTube stuff, even though it's not much of her thing. Thank you.
I agree with that because, I had no idea what I was going to be doing on here when I first started, like 2 years ago doing content. And I did some reactions. I was doing gameplay footage and shit like that. And it was doing okay. It wasn't doing very well. But as soon as we started doing reactions together, it took off.
Yeah.
And we got to know a bunch of you guys. And it's been really awesome ever since.
And I think that us, we're a couple, so that there's two people instead of just one person reacting. But also the fact that we disagree on
everything, dude.
Many things.
We bump heads a lot.
We get in, we get into that a little bit.
Yeah.
But really, like, I shy away from it because I'm like, ugh, I don't want to be like that channel. But, like, we could be like, no, I'm right, you're wrong, F you. Like,
I think we should. Like, Nikki was talking about our content the other day, and she was just like, these different channels and different shows that we watch that are just kind of, like, wholesome, and they're, very relaxing, and there's not much, like... Whenever something small happens, that's the big drama of the show. And it's like, I kind of want to do more stuff like that. But you and Nate and you and Nick and you and, Jake and Nino, when you guys were talking about stuff, you're just, oh.
And I am, but I just don't. I guess I just don't try to be that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But people enjoy both.
Yeah.
People enjoy... chill stuff, like,
yeah.
That's the reason why people play a lot of the games like Minecraft and these building games and Power Wash Simulator, because it's just very grounded.
Just, like, bombastic.
And it's just easy going, like,
not
wild stuff. But then there's also Call of Duty and, like, Resident Evil and all this stuff that's just crazy and stuff. Yeah. Nino says we're too hardcore for Nikki. Yeah, we were going on and yelling and screaming about, like, wars and country, like America's war machine versus the rest of the world's war machine. And Nikki eventually was just like, shut the fuck up. You guys need to shut the fuck up.
I still feel...
We're men, goddammit! We're men!
I don't know, that came across as, like... I don't know. I don't want to sound like naggy or bitchy or whatever.
In all,
but I had been at work all day, and you don't know how to use the phone without being on speakerphone. I was doing
the old people thing and had it on speakerphone, pacing around the house, yelling. It was my fault.
It's your fault. 100%.
We had just streamed. You had worked all day, and we were screaming for like an hour. But that's what men do. Men scream. This is the reason why
Europe won that argument.
This is the reason why men go to, like, bars and breweries and things like that and yell about sports and everything. You can't do it at home. Your wife will murder you. Well,
you used to with wrestling stuff, and eventually, no, cut that shit out. Not here.
Yeah, it's true. We're just passionately screaming about unimportant garbage.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Men, balls, guns, loud noises. That is me. That you don't know how many times I send gifts to Chad while he's on the toilet telling him to shut the fuck up.
Reviewer in a bathrobe. What's going on, homie? So I love all kinds of Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Nikki got me this shirt offline, actually. And that poster.
There's a Godzilla up there, but I didn't get that for you.
So, no, you're a very... Reviewer in a bathrobe is more of a meek, mild-mannered person who's still... I mean, you make points, but you're not as bombastic. And I saw one of his videos recently pointing out that... remember Willow? The movie Willow?
I don't, but recently, yes.
Remember how there was a new show coming out and I was bitching about it a lot?
A lot.
Guess what?
It got canceled?
No, they put out the whole season, but they removed it a few months later. It was so bad that Disney removed it from their streaming platform.
I remember that you were like so excited about it because it even had the same guy in it.
Warwick Davis.
And you were like a kid, I guess, when it came out. Yeah. And then it was like, not like new music, but like the sayings. They were using modern language and shit. Yeah.
Like it was written.
It didn't fit.
It was written like a Disney Channel movie from like back in the early 2000s.
It was weird.
It was really fucking bad.
It was very weird.
It was really, 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 really bad.
Yeah.
The old original Willow was, it was just whimsical, and you felt like you were in another world.
Yeah.
It felt like medieval times, you know.
I don't think I finished watching the movie.
It didn't feel like the show was completely different, and it was more focused on narratives surrounding like modern times and culture and gender roles and things like that.
Like the main character that was a woman was a lesbian, and they were like, oh, like no big deal, but like back then it probably would have been a huge deal. Which I mean, I get, you know, we don't want to highlight that, but at the same time, that was accurate for back then.
He said the reason they wanted to get rid of it was for a tax write-off, and it was taking up space on their servers. If the show was a success, they wouldn't have done that. True. That's all I'm saying.
True.
And it was bad. Now, here is where this gets interesting to me. It gets interesting to me because if you go look up reviews from Rotten Tomato, all these other places, the official reviewers' score of it are like really good.
Wow.
Because Disney has paid these motherfuckers off.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Because you can't be considered a professional and say something bad about a piece written with that kind of stuff in it. Like if you're like, oh, this show sucks, and they're like, yeah, but it was about the gays. You can't say that, you know, or whatever. Like whatever political trope is involved. As a serious critic, you can't say anything bad about it. You can say
it doesn't fit the timepiece and it doesn't make sense.
Can you? Because if so, they should have. And I mean, it's obviously true that the show is so bad.
I don't even want to get into all this, but it's not like you can't just critique a show because it has those themes in it.
Nowadays, it's similar to like a news journalist being like, why aren't you talking about UFOs? It's still that now we no longer take you seriously thing.
Well,
but so I thought that was interesting. Whenever I watched his video on the subject, I was like, damn, dude, I had no idea they removed it. Reviewer in a bathrobe, yeah. I didn't know that they had removed the show and then
I didn't either.
And it's like, you motherfuckers, they did that on the sneak, on the down low.
Hello, Quentin. We are doing pretty good.
Quentin, hey, hello, HatGuy, Nikki. Yay, hi.
Mom and Dad, pay attention to your kids in the chat.
Remove that.
Huh, I didn't know that
Thomas, either. The Looney Tunes stuff, you can find that shit anywhere.
Probably on YouTube, I would imagine.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad, but classic, like I'm talking, you know.
Old school.
Old shit, like, is just gone. Like, nobody seems to give a fuck about that stuff anymore. It's weird. It's so weird. Because I remember, like, even, like, cartoons when I was young, like the Animaniacs and things like that in the early 90s. And you look at, like, the early 90s all the way back, and people still respected those bygone generations in their work. They reference things from the 50s and 60s and stuff.
Well, like, what were we watching the other day? And there was a reference in there, and you were like, we are so old that this reference is in a cartoon that we watched when we were growing up. It was I Love Lucy, and we were watching Fairly Odd Parents. Yes. I don't know why we were watching that, but we were.
That's what I'm saying. So we would know what that was.
But, like, my nephew wouldn't.
No, he would not know anything any older than, like, 2010.
So fucking
There
weird.
became so much media to consume that nobody has time to look at the past. They're so obsessed with the present.
The most recent comment on my channel was, how old are you? And I always like to tell people to guess, which I guess I'm getting to the age where I should not be doing that. But I said guess, and they said 31. And I said, well, you're close, I'm 30. And they said, yeah, that's what I was going to say, but then I just added one because I wasn't sure. And I saw in a video that you said that you graduated high school at the same time that Instagram was coming out. And that's low-key pretty crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I remember when I didn't have access to internet at all. Like, I remember the birth of Instagram, the birth of Facebook, the birth of MySpace, the birth of LiveJournal, which they wouldn't even know what that is.
Talk about some creepypasta. Talk about some fan fiction. Dude. Yeah.
Oh, nice, Jake. Nice. Well, it's your birthday.
5 pounds.
That should
Yeah,
go
what
back
are you
to
doing?
you.
We got to
I was gonna say it, and I was like, no. I was gonna say happy birthday, and then I was like, with that at the end, it's like that's even weirder. That makes it even weirder.
You almost said it. Well, thank you, Jake. Though we definitely appreciate you, my brother.
Nikki is 47. Yes.
Nikki is 47, and I'm like, what am I? 74, something like that.
70.
I can't remember what my age is. What's my age again?
Which they wouldn't understand that reference either if they're kiddos.
Please don't.
My nephew would not understand that.
Oh my God.
No, yeah.
Nikki is 30 but 99 in spirit.
It's true. It is true. It's very
70,
true.
yes. I'm
like
70
if I could
years
just
old.
have like a moo and have some like skincare
You mean
cream.
like a cow? You can say a cow. You don't have to say moo like you're
like a knot
3.
shirt, like a big long knot shirt, and
hair rollers.
Sometimes hair rollers, but they're kind of annoying. And just watching a show, and maybe eating some cookies. Like I'm good. I have this big fuzzy pink robe that I just wear around the house. Like I am definitely 99 in spirit.
Atari and Namco have both made decent games in the past.
Jake.
Let's see. What are we doing, dog years? Yeah.
Let's guess Nikki and Chad's height. Go for it.
You can guess. I'm probably much shorter than people think.
Don't tell them.
Hey, Vistroya, back at
That's
it.
fucking creepy. Why do you know that? Like, you knew that. I'm 5'6.5". But yeah, I'm 5'6".
Yeah, Namco and Atari both have made good games in the past. Atari, unfortunately, you can't always depend on because they be fucking up sometimes. They almost killed gaming. They almost killed console gaming a long time ago.
Our plans. Sorry, I didn't even see that.
My plans for tomorrow are streaming, recording. I'm going to Nate's.
Oh, yeah.
Streaming, recording. I'm actually recording the Beardy Boys podcast and reactions with Nate tomorrow. And then I'll be working on some homework.
I am 4'3".
And who knows? I mean, I've got a shit ton of stuff going on. My schedule starts at what, like 9 and doesn't end until around 10 o'clock or something?
Yeah, it's
usually.
about a 12-hour
Let me look.
day.
Because it's actually good for me to brush up on this, and I can inform you guys what I'm doing. So yeah, we'll be streaming from 10 to 12 tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're doing. We were thinking about doing Skyrim together, but I don't know if everybody has that set up.
The boys stream.
Homework, of course. Recording with Nate.
Destroying those because he lives in your walls.
Oh, of course, I have got to take time to spend with Nikki and nourish our relationship and show her how much I love her and how much she's appreciated because she's an amazing part of my life. And I'm thankful for her.
Which means that we're going to have lunch tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Let's see. Chad 4'6", Nikki 6'7".
Oh yeah.
2'5". Jesus Christ.
Let's play Uno for 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we could.
We played Uno on one of the game nights. Uno Pizza?
Yeah, we did.
That was actually really fun.
6'9". Good God.
You're short, Nikki. Here, need someone to reach the high shelf for you. I'm not that short.
The high
I
shelf.
remember being like the shortest kid in my classroom, which my class was like maybe all of like 20 people.
Read Ariel's comment.
People have really been
Oh, I know. So, like,
spicy.
Two people found your Instagram and were asking you when you're going to do OnlyFans.
Yeah, I just posted like just cute pictures from like not even I don't show anything. I've never even posted a picture in like a bikini or anything.
Right.
And we were just out. I'm fully. You can't. Nothing would.
I think you were layered, actually.
Nothing would invite someone to say these kinds of things.
Other than the fact that you are feminine.
And, I mean, I guess. And somebody, I assume from the YouTube channel, like, was like, so, are you going to make an OnlyFans one day? And I was like, there's so many things that I could respond with. But I'm just not going to say anything at all, right?
Right.
So then, like, a few hours later, it was like, or no, it was today. That was last night. Today, I wake up and I look at my phone and it was like, I second this. And it's like, if I was going to do that, I probably would have already done it.
Right.
By now. Like,
wait till I'm 60. At that point, I'll be ready. Aged like fine
just have
wine.
like a backlog of like,
Yeah.
what, 40 years of pictures or something.
That whole compilation from like
I don't know.
to 65.
It would be different if I was out here like, you know, showing some skin and then they were like, oh, well, I assume that you have this or something. I don't know.
Vistoria said,
I don't.
I think they were asking for Chad but couldn't find his Instagram.
Goddamn, Jake. Okay. All right.
Oh, God.
Where did it go? The chat. Everybody knows that I can't read.
She's trying.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
I am trying. Shorty just farted. Did you hear that? He's over there sleeping on the couch.
No, he opened his eyes because he knows we're talking about him.
Sorry, bud.
Shorty.
I just told everybody.
Did you toot?
Yeah, it's a very surreal feeling to know a stranger on the internet is interested in seeing you. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even that because, like, I can't do anything about that. But to go as far as be like, hey, it's time. When is this happening? On just, like, a wholesome picture. I don't know. It just feels almost like it's, like, because people do have those, it's become so normal. Like, where's it at? Like, I'm entitled to, like, know what is under that. Like, where is this? I just need to sign up. And it's like,
right.
I didn't ever say I was interested in all that.
It's time for Nikki squints at screen for 2 minutes.
Is that better? Are you getting better?
Oh,
Can
Jesus.
you see straight up my nose?
I fly out to Washington, D.C. on the 4th of July. How patriotic can you get?
Good luck.
Yeah. I'm sure that's going to be interesting. D.C. is fucking...
I've never been.
Dude, the traffic is so bad. I have a friend who lives there and regularly just gets out of his car and pisses in the road because the traffic is jammed for hours at a time. Like, his car doesn't move at all for an hour.
I would need to buy one of those, like, those devices that make it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those
and just have, like,
things for your cooch.
A funnel and, like, a big bucket or something.
Just a vag funnel.
God damn it, Jake. Well, you know, maybe it'll put people off and make them not interested in that.
Oh.
You're having lewd-based conversations without Nino and I? How dare
That's right.
you?
That's right.
I don't...
What? You losing track of the chat?
No. I'm catching up on the chat and just...
Oh my god.
Yeah, anyway.
Is it bad that I actually want to see your friend doing that in traffic? Maybe he should start an OnlyFans. I'll ask him.
Oh my god, he would.
Just piss in the street
And it would be
videos.
very, I feel like it would be very creative. It would be,
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't see...
Really well thought out.
You didn't see his spicy photos
I
when he
did
was in town?
see one of his...
The one where he was out in the wilderness?
You couldn't see because things were...
Tucked away.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I could see, leading up to, I guess is the good way to say that.
The one time I got shit on when I didn't know what Waffle House was. Oh, from Hawaii. Yeah, I doubt that there's any Waffle Houses there.
You post a compilation of her walking, but it's just the upper half. Because I always, tell you to turn the camera off. Because I'm wearing, literally, half a shirt right now. So I'm not trying to, get up. That's what y'all don't understand. Half the time I'm wearing shorts or half a shirt. I'm not really trying to...
You're wearing pajama bottoms
I'm wearing,
now.
yeah, literally flannel bottoms. But...
You doing your thing.
And I don't...
Why not?
Nikki is an
live your damn
elderly
life,
woman.
dude.
That is very true.
She's 74 years old. 99 years old.
A high five from you guys and kisses from Shorty and Launch would make my day. So,
High five.
Yeah.
Launch will scratch your face. He probably wouldn't be all kissy.
Yeah.
He's not really the most affectionate.
He's not, but when he is,
Recently,
it's like...
he has been.
Yeah, I think, like you said, whenever he gets older, he will be.
Yeah. He was a baby when we got him, and cats are just fucking wild, dude.
I mean, he literally was feral.
Yes.
I got him out, he was, infested with fleas in the middle of the road.
Are you cheating on me, Jake? Oh, God. We got a love affair going on. Yeah. She floats. That's what it is. Nikki's a ghost.
Nikki should do a video on OnlyFans saying, ready for some topless action. Well, here goes. And Chad comes out of the corner with a camera, ripping off his shirt and chugging a White Claw.
No, I'm not drinking for, a long time. I got fucking plastered over the weekend, and it was hell. Even, I know if I am fucked up to death, it's
that
one
is
thing.
An understatement.
But, yeah, I was fucking fucked up to death. But Nikki,
I got pretty drunk,
Nikki
too.
got pretty drunk, so when she's hungover the next day, I know that I have been 6 feet deep.
Yeah, and
So-
it's rare. We don't drink a lot.
Never
I
do
don't
that.
hardly ever drink.
But we went
We
fucking
just did.
ham, dude.
We did, and whew,
Yeah, it was a goddamn nightmare by the end of the night. I am a green herb fan.
yeah.
I have gotten to the point in my life where alcohol is just way more problematic than it is even fun. Even if I have a good time, I wake up and I feel like absolute dog shit.
I had a good time. It just got a little wild.
I did see Money in the Bank. I thought it was okay. I just...
It took me a minute. I was like, why are you talking about Money in the Bank? Oh, wrestling.
WWE pay-per-view,
yeah.
of course.
It's like, what are you talking about the bank for?
The Money in the Bank.
Yeah. You both would break the internet if you showed feet.
Dude, I don't know about that.
Y'all don't want to see. Yeah,
I'm a wacky tobacco fan. That's very true. The wackiest of the tobacciest.
Reading your nose comment.
Which one? Oh, I see.
Like a glow stick,
That's
Shake
so
it all
funny.
around. Ready for topless action? Throws Beyblades in the garage.
It's called robbing banks, Nikki. Money in the Bank. Very funny. Puts on maid outfit. Oh my God. Y'all are speaking Nino's language with that. He'd be the maid outfit wearing homie. The red herb is part of the green herb. Sometimes it's purple herb. You never know.
I've seen Nikki's feet. They look like hooves. Listen, my mom has like a regular size foot. Maybe even like a little bit small. My dad wears a size 14 shoe. So that's all you need to know. I got a big ass fucking hobbit foot, minus the hair. I got a big foot.
How much for you to power bomb me? I don't know. Have you been trained? If you've been trained, I'll just do it. But if you're untrained, then you need to spend a couple $1,000s and go to a wrestling school before I'll even be in the ring with you. I'm
literally wearing part of a maid outfit right now.
And I believe you. I believe you. I believe that 100%. Totally believe that. I heard that Nino has to be wearing a maid outfit while he manscapes.
Okay.
Because, he's doing housework, yard work. He's got to be wearing his maid outfit. Yeah, trimming the hedges. I look cute as fuck.
Yes, the Peggy Hill. That's what I was going to say. There is a very, very funny episode of King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Where somebody scouts out Peggy to take pictures of her beautiful, voluptuous size 16 and a half foot. And, she's really ashamed and embarrassed of her feet. And then it turns out that she didn't really know what she was signing up for and getting herself into. And they weren't being very kind to her. She thought
it was like empowerment, and it was really smut, which is so funny. Because Peggy Hill is so sure of herself.
God, I hate Peggy.
She just knows everything.
I hate her.
It's like, dude...
I want to like her, but I hate her so much.
Can you power bomb me in the anus? Yes, I can, with my foot sideways.
Maybe that would be a thing that they would want too,
Ariel, I will fold you up like a pretzel, and I will throw you away like yesterday's trash.
That's exactly what I want.
I would choke slam Ariel into a casket and then set the damn thing on fire.
Oh my God. This is getting sideways.
I'm about to turn my foot sideways on Ariel and shove it up her Rudy Poo candy ass.
Good God.
So says The Rock.
Foot's feet.
Peggy is a narcissist, yeah.
Peggy is just... God. And then there was that one episode where she's like, I'm going to go join the pageant and I'm going to win. And Hank's like, oh God, how are we going to tell her? And she had to figure it out for herself.
She had that skydiving accident that changed her personality. Remember?
Did it?
She hit the fucking ground, yeah.
No, I remember that episode, but I don't remember it changing her personality. So she was fine before?
She was different before. But remember, she even accidentally kidnapped that Mexican kid, and Hank had to ask her to speak or convince her to speak Spanish in the courtroom, and the judge was just like,
because she's supposed to be like a substitute Spanish teacher, and she can't even. I forgot about that.
Right.
No, she took the kids on a field trip or something.
Yes, and kidnapped. Didn't mean to, but
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah,
that show's wild.
That show's wild, but it's a fun show. I love it.
See ya joining me today.
Yo, take it easy, brother. Oh,
Chat
my.
turned into...
Jake, god damn, son.
Our mods going wild.
Like, what? He just let the intrusive thoughts win through his keyboard.
Oh,
Boomhauer was a G, without a doubt. Chad is cheating on me with Jake. Look.
What about me?
Look, there is the fan fiction version of me.
Yeah.
That walks around and is having many partners
Yeah.
throughout the minds of these motherfuckers. In reality, I'm nobody's Discord kitten.
No.
I'm not sitting around sleeping on Discord calls with people and all this shit. Do you know about that? I've been seeing these fucking cringe compilations.
Oh my god, reading those comments?
I did. Where there are people in active arguments about their Discord kittens and how such and such is a mod on their Discord and took their Discord kitten and is having Discord calls where they fall asleep talking to each other and sleep through the night on Discord chats with each other. And they use that one song. I can't remember what it's called.
I'm not internet savvy, y'all.
But it's
that I don't know
always...
this shit.
I can't remember. But it's like
Jay,
super...
I know it's your birthday tomorrow, but you're going to have to just calm down a little bit.
He can't. It's like that one episode of South Park where the two rednecks that were in Vietnam are like doing surveillance, and they like Cartman's mom is a hoe.
Okay.
Like she's a major hoe.
Okay.
And they're sitting there like one of them has like the voice box thing.
Okay.
Right. And so they're sitting there. It's Jimbo, and I can't remember the other dude's name, but they're like surveying Cartman's house, and it shows Mrs. Cartman like changing her clothes and everything.
Yeah.
And Jimbo's like, "Hey, are you over there beating it?" He's like, "Yes."
No,
and he was like,
that.
"Come on, God damn it, you stop!" I can't.
Oh my god. No, I've never watched that. I just figured out you have a piece of pepper in between your two front teeth.
Get it.
Well, I can't.
Get it.
I can't.
Get it with your tongue.
No.
Do it.
No.
Puss.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, let me go take care of that.
We ate dinner right before.
Yeah, Ned, are you beating it? Yes. Stop.
Which one is Ned?
I can't.
I think I know the other guy.
He has like the round glasses and like the
I know the
headband.
guy with like the square face and like the hat.
Hold on. I'll show you a picture of him.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw a word that I'm like, did I really? Yes, Ariel.
Oh my god.
God.
Yeah, this is the guy with the voice box.
Oh, I've never seen him.
Yeah.
Do you know who I'm talking about though? He's like a redneck and he's got like a hat, maybe like a camo hat.
Jimbo.
Yeah.
Ned and Jimbo.
Okay. It's not camo. It's an orange hat.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take care of this.
We're not that bad. I don't know. Y'all are getting a little wild, a little
They're
rowdy.
Up the spots, yeah.
I'm trying to catch up on chat, so Chad will wax tonight. Jesus Christ. So what are your birthday plans, Jake? You just gonna go down to the pub? Oh, you guys are talking about... Okay. Lord have mercy. We're talking about, I can't even say it.
Fell in love with the stripper. Is that what it is?
No.
Oh my god.
It's getting wild. Chad may not be be a Discord kitten, but he does have Discord striptease sessions.
I do not.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is made up and the points don't matter.
What?
You don't like celebrating your birthday? Why?
Who?
You spoke about your feet first, Nikki. You turned us into animals. Listen, if that's what that does for you, I can't help that. I don't have that thing turned on in my brain, so... And actually, I wouldn't just bring up my feet for no reason at all.
No.
So... he'll drink Budweiser, eat cheeseburgers, and eat hot dogs.
Budweiser. Dude, I think it's so funny that everybody is on this big kick of like, Bud Light's gay. I don't like Bud Light. I ain't drinking that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was like the redneck beverage of choice.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Yeah.
And all they did was have a trans person promote their product one time. And they were like, hell no.
I just saw a meme, and it was a receipt at a restaurant, and it was like Bud Light in a glass. Because, of course, it can't be seen with Bud Light.
Well, speaking of Money in the Bank, Bud Light was one of the sponsors. And there were wrestling fans like, I'm boycotting WWE now.
Because, of course, there would be.
And it's like,
oh, bullshit. No, they won't.
No, they're not.
No, they won't.
No, they're not. And also, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
Elemental Hero Joe said, armpits are my thing. And Shade here said, huh, Joe? Pheromones come out of your armpits. I mean, your feet don't really do. So that makes more sense to me than... But anyway...
Look,
we're not. Why are we even?
I don't like to celebrate my birthday, but I really like to celebrate other people's birthdays.
There's a reason. How mysterious. I feel bad now. I don't know.
No, he's mad because it's America's birthday. Jake is a real American. Fight for the right of every man. Hulk Hogan's old theme song.
I wouldn't know.
Bow, 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 bow.
I was waiting for somebody.
Oh shit. Rappy just sent me the clip I was talking about. That's funny as shit. America. Yeah, I just got your message, Rappy. I appreciate that. That is fucking hilarious. That episode was funny as shit to me.
Ariel said, I think I don't like celebrating my birthday because I don't have friends over here, and celebrating with Pops and LPJ aren't always fun. I think the older that I get, the more that I kind of feel that way. Because, like, you know, in my, like, early 20s, I was like, oh my God, it's my fucking birthday. Like, make a big deal out of it, have trips and stuff. And I remember being a kid and going to one of my uncle's birthdays, and he was like, maybe in his 40s, maybe 50s. No, or actually, God bless, probably late 30s now that I'm thinking about it. Because they all had youngins young. So, 40 maybe. And he had, like, you know, birthday cake and family over and stuff. And I was like, where are your presents? And he's like, I don't have presents. And I was like, why don't you have presents? And he's like, well, you know, when you get older. And I was like, I don't fucking think so. I'm always going to have presents.
If I don't start celebrating Nikki's birthday a week early, I'm fucked. She is pissed. Like, Nikki's birthday is a major holiday in our family, okay? I don't give a shit.
He doesn't care.
I really don't care.
At all. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, like, I bought you, like, presents and stuff. If I get every Christmas present, every birthday present, it doesn't matter. We don't really do, like, anniversary gifts or anything like that. But he will be like, oh, it's in the house, I have to have it. And I'll be like, it's like 2 weeks before your birthday or 2 weeks before Christmas. And he's like, I don't care, I want it. And I'm like, but then on the day, you don't have anything to, like, open and look forward to. And he's like, I don't care, I need it.
Birthday week.
Every time.
Yeah. It's like a week of Nikki. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. She is the queen of everything for a whole week.
Yeah.
And if you dare cross that line, suffer the wrath. Nikki week. Yeah. Exactly. People get it. The message has been received.
I say one thing and suddenly I'm the creepy one. No.
Yeah. Dude, there has been stuff said far beyond that, so yeah. Don't get me anything and I won't get you anything. That's beautiful. Cheesecake teacher? No.
I haven't, and I'm not so sure.
I do love cheesecake.
Definitely not going to Google it.
Chad not like... I don't hate Halloween. I am not a Halloween hater. It's just not my favorite.
Which is fucking weird.
It's not weird. I just don't dig Halloween that much.
Which is like
my favorite part of Halloween is when it's over and you can get discounted candy. Or at least you used to be able to. Now it doesn't even seem to be a fucking thing. The maddest that I have ever been about Halloween was last Halloween.
Don't Google it.
And last Halloween...
I think it was the year before last.
They stopped selling discount candy. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm a miserable bastard. Holidays suck to me.
Halloween is so fun. What do you mean,
It can be. I just don't like the fact that it's cold. It gets dark way too soon.
It usually does kind of rain and it's kind of cold.
It's just kind of shitty.
Yeah.
You know, it's just...
Yes, whenever I worked retail...
It's more so the time of the year.
Whenever I worked retail, we had to put holiday items out 2 months in advance. So, like, Valentine's Day would be out right after Christmas, if not at the same time.
Let's see. Gross. Damn, Matt Way laying down the fucking law to his parents.
Halloween is number 1, DB says. Yeah, you dress in costumes and you eat sugar. Or you get really plastered.
Exactly. I can't do that.
Yeah, well, I can.
You can. I'll be going fucking running naked through the streets, throwing bricks through windows. Like, I don't need to fucking be doing that shit. You know how many open, partially complete costumes we had? Oh, I bet you that sucks.
Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah, dude, that's my thing. That's the reason why I really like other people's birthdays, celebrating them, my friends and my family and people that I love. I like other people's birthdays. Mine, I'm just like,
So you're
I'm a giver, not a receiver. That's right. I love Christmas.
Yeah, you really like Christmas. Ariel, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
I love how that didn't show up, and then one of our mods was like, "No, that gets through."
Yeah, summer sucks. I mean, I like it because, like, I do like the sun, and I like feeling, you know, like, alive, because in the summer I do feel like less depressed, but it is so hot and uncomfortable outside.
Buying masks is a win for me. Cool.
If Chad doesn't like Nightmare Before Christmas, which he does, Coraline and Corpse Bride, I'm canceling my OnlyFans subscription. You really like Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's 103. Oh my god, that would suck. Summer is shit. No, I love summertime, dude.
Drake says, I hate Christmas. It's a pointless holiday. Grumpy old man. Grumpy old man.
Y'all are a bunch of Scrooges, man. Y'all are a bunch of Scrooges. Ebenezer's, every single one of you.
Yeah. I like Christmas a lot.
Yeah.
I have pretty good Christmas memories. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It was like 108 to 110, but oh my god.
I'm a creature of the cold mountains. I cannot handle the flaming ball in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is the whitest of white men.
I'm pretty pale. You are too. We're both pretty pale. I don't do well in the heat.
No, I will not take it back. I love summertime. Yes, we do get snow. We have the all of the seasons and all of their different capacities.
Whenever I was in high school, I got snowed in at my house for 2 weeks. We couldn't go to the store. We couldn't do anything. And the lights were off. So thank God, we had a fireplace. And, we could cook our meals on that. And then heat up, boil water, and take it to the tub. But, for 2 weeks, we just played cards and had, all of our food was out in the snow because our refrigerator wasn't on. It was crazy. Dude.
It can be a bitch. We'll have blizzards, droughts, monsoons.
Okay, it's not that crazy.
I don't know. There have been massive flooding in the past couple years.
Yes.
Horrible snowstorms in the past 5 years. There have been droughts. There was a couple of summers in our lifetimes where we had to go on restricted water and everything.
Yeah.
So we've had really bad of almost everything.
Yeah.
The tornadoes that came through in a couple of counties close to us. So
tornadoes aren't a normal thing.
No, it's a very rare thing.
Yeah.
But it's happened more in the past 10 years than it ever has in this area. Did you know that Coburn was flooded so bad one time that the buildings that are on Main Street were underwater?
Yes.
The tops of those buildings. 3 stories.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say 5-6 years ago, it was flooded really
bad. In Kentucky.
No. In Coburn.
Yeah, but we're talking about triple that.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Eggnog is not delicious. Hell no. I'm not going to let that be. Nikki drinks eggnog, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I tried it a few years ago. And it depends on what brand, because there was a brand that I got last year, and it was, I don't know if it was just had gone bad, but it was disgusting. But other brands, it's like when ice cream melts, but it tastes like Christmas.
I'm about to go on a rant.
About what?
Cryptids.
Why?
I don't care what people who are on TikTok want to tell you about this area.
Oh my God. This is a thing that bothers me so much. I'm going to go on the rant with you.
I don't care what people online tell you. There are no cryptid myths.
There are.
In our area.
There are myths. There are.
Okay, tell me one that you knew from, not that you've heard recently, that when you were growing up people told.
Bloody Bones.
Go ahead.
So, Bloody Bones was a creature in the woods that my parents told to me that if I was, bad or ran away... No, it is. It came from the South, but it originated, I think, in the UK. It's a true thing.
So it's not a cryptid thing from our area. It's from the UK.
It is, but it traveled.
Let me tell y'all something.
Mothman is not that far away.
Way far away.
Not that far?
It takes hours to get there.
Mothman flies.
No. There are no cryptids from the Appalachian Mountains. There are no cryptids.
Where's the Flatwoods Monster at?
The Flatwoods Monster.
You've never heard... Jesus, you don't know! Christ. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, listen. I
know what I'm talking about. Nobody ever talked about this shit until it became popular to do on the internet, and then people just started making up shit.
That's not true. When Richard Gere had a movie about Mothman.
Yes, the Mothman is from West Virginia, far away from us.
Mount Pleasant, I know.
Hold on.
There are, but what I will say is it pisses me off when you get on TikTok, if you look up anything Appalachian Mountains, besides the Appalachian Trail, it will pop up. There are even creators who live in the Appalachian Mountains
who have made up shit.
Who do this just to have more people watch. And they're like, ooh, don't go out into the woods.
4 hours away from... We're 4 hours away from where the Mothman is from.
Look at the Flatwoods Monster, because I don't know where that's at. There's also the Wampus Cat. I think that's in Kentucky. But anyway, they're
West Virginia, once again.
The Flatwoods
Monster, yep.
But they're like, don't go out into the woods, and if you hear somebody, say your name, don't answer them, and if you hear whistling, then don't run, and all of this crazy shit that I think is complete horseshit, because I've lived here all my life, and I've been in the woods at night, and, like, I've never seen anything like that. I saw a dog one time that was really fucking scary. And a wolf.
Check this out.
And that's it.
I know so many dumb, screwed up on drugs, wild redneck motherfuckers that if there was something,
it would have got them.
It would have probably got them,
yeah.
Or they would have shot it.
Listen, the reason that I have never watched the Blair Witch Project is because my step-siblings told me that it was shot in my backyard and that it was a true story. And I believed that for years. That shit
had me scared as fuck when it was about to come out. And then I was watching MTV one day, and the cast was doing interviews on the show, and I was like,
they're not dead.
Yeah, what the fuck? These are
that's cute. But yeah, there's a lot of shit about. I mean, the Appalachian Mountains are old, like
right, but there's
old.
no.
There's also like a lot of cave systems in the Appalachian Mountains.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's not ample opportunity for that kind of creepy shit to be a thing. Just people act like there's been a tale in these hills passed along the generations. And it's like, no, there's not. These people worshipped Dale Earnhardt. They were not talking about cryptids. They were moonshining.
Mothman has cake.
They were obsessed with money and drugs the same way that they have been forever. Or they were mining coal and didn't have time to be worried with any of this shit. They were not out here telling. Do you know what the cryptids of the Appalachians were? Do you know what it was? Fire and damnation and hell spawn. If anybody had been talking about these mythological monsters, that would have been devil worship.
Ariel, you're right. They did that just to scare me.
Yeah.
Mothman OC. But yeah, no. When I was a kid, it was Bloody Bones, and I was like, Bloody Bones? And they're like, yeah, he lives in like this like swamp cave water, and he'll get you, and like you'll never see us again. So I'm like 5, just being like, holy fucking shit, I can never step foot in the woods again. And then I did.
I don't think that I will ever win this battle. I think that people want to think that that was a thing so bad.
What?
That there's some kind of like local heritage of the cryptids of the monsters and things of Appalachia, and it's like, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys are making it up.
But
there's great storytellers.
Yeah.
There are amazing storytellers. There's ghost stories and hauntings and things like that.
Yeah.
That for sure. You know, there's definitely people that have those stories, and there's a lot of supernatural stuff.
I went to
but no cryptids.
A haunted orphanage that you probably have. There's a local story about there's an orphanage that's haunted, and you can go there. And I had, when I worked at the movie theater, I had a friend who was big into YouTube. So he had a YouTube like in 2010 maybe. And we would always do videos. Now I look back and I couldn't find. I guess he took a lot of his stuff down. But we were like, okay, when we get off work, we're gonna go to the orphanage. And like he even bought like one of those fucking things where you can like hear ghosts or whatever, like sense some sort of fucking thing.
Oh my god,
like
there's
that, it was
waves
like a
in
whole
the air.
thing.
It's like, yeah, dude, radio signals are everywhere.
And we went there, and it's a 2-story building. So like we broke in because it's just an abandoned building. There's nobody you can talk to. There's like fucking 10 of us. We broke in to the window, and like we're like walking around, and people had like spray painted shit in there and everything. And there were beer bottles and everything. And then we went upstairs, and we didn't see anything. And when we were upstairs, we heard something downstairs. Bam, bam, bam. And I was like, I'm just gonna piss my pants right here. Like, I'm dead. Like, these little fucking orphan babies are just gonna come kill us. Like, I don't even know what to do right now. And, like, the dude with the fucking scanner thing was like, I'm gonna go check it out. And we were like, no, don't do it. Like, you're gonna die. We don't know who that is. It could be the cops. Whatever. And he screamed. He went downstairs. He screamed. And we were like, holy shit. So, like, we all were like, okay, we're gonna, like, band together and go down there. He had told other people that we were going there, and
of course
he knew that they were coming, and we didn't, and they did that just to, like, fuck with us. But we heard, like, some woman scream, so we were all just like, oh my god, what's going on? And I was like, you motherfuckers could have literally given me a heart attack.
Dude, in Northern Virginia, there was a booty slasher. There was a guy who was going around with, like, a razor blade, slashing people on the ass.
Fucking, what's his, the Ripper.
Oh, like Jack the Ripper. Not quite. Jack the Ripper was horrible.
Just their butts.
Yeah, but it wasn't like he was going around like fucking people up horribly. He was just like, gotcha. You know, like getting people, like they called him the booty slasher. And I remember when it happened, of course, my friends were just like, the booty slasher. You know? Yeah. But look, man. There's so much bullshit and horse shit going on out here that I don't need any make-believe monsters. They already fucking exist.
Whenever you're a kid, it's fun. Well, not a kid. Whenever I was like a teenager, it was like fun to believe. Like, I remember my cousin telling me about this bridge that was haunted, and it was near our house, and like you could see this woman, like she could get into your car or whatever, and so like we would go down there and like it was dumb, you know. You didn't have anything else to do. We didn't have a lot to do.
People were asking about my opinions on these things.
Yeah.
Aliens in general. Or specifically.
The hash slinging slasher, for sure.
So, for me, the only credible... There's a few cryptid / extraterrestrial / supernatural things that I believe... I don't know if they exist, but I don't think that they're as wildly fantastical as other things. Number one is Bigfoot. Doesn't seem to be the craziest thing in the world to me. Because
dude, my dad is a big Bigfoot dude.
I just feel like maybe there could be Neanderthals that still exist.
Reviewer in a bathrobe. We're in Virginia. I grew up very close to Kentucky, but we're not in Kentucky. Sorry.
You're good. The Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah.
Maybe not just in Loch Ness, but do I think that there's some kind of or the possibility of some gigantic water reptile that still exists? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Maybe Bigfoot is a thing.
Like a megalodon.
Maybe there's some gigantic water monster out there. We have proof that both of those things pretty much existed in the past. So it doesn't seem outside the realm of possibility that maybe they do. That, to me, we have proof that it did. So maybe one or two of them just out there somewhere or something. Yeah. There's all the time we find these species that we thought were extinct, and it's like, oh, there's 6 of them over here. Who fucking knew?
Yeah.
Aliens, I don't know. We do know for a fact that they're unknown flying objects. For sure. We do know that. But we don't know what they are. So it's a long stretch to say, yes, that's an alien. But the possibility for those 3, more than fucking, all these other cryptids like the fucking Mothman and all this other shit, it's more likely that Bigfoot, Loch Ness, or an alien might exist. Yeah. And if there is something crazy like the Mothman, here's one of the things about the Mothman. People think that it's an alien. I've heard people say that.
I'm pretty sure. Now, I could be wrong, because I don't know my shit on this. But I am pretty sure that there is, government documents from whenever the Mothman sightings happened. Because, like the Men in Black, the real Men in Black, Men in Black. Okay, actually showed up to West Virginia.
And they went.
And,
with their little pen
I don't know, but I just know, come on. So why is that, sect of government a thing, and why were they there?
Look, there has to be that sect of the government because them motherfuckers want to be able to control everything.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And even the inexplicable. They want to be able to track, control, whatever. That's the whole reason for SCP. The SCP thing is like,
oh, okay.
You know, an agency that tries to either maintain, monitor, or protect and cover up all these supernatural things. Which, of course, that's fictitious. But, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not some government organizations like that exist.
Where did you say that you met Nikki? It wasn't near the woods,
at Hooters,
was it? Yeah, okay, Hooters. We're down in some fucking wings. It actually was near the woods where we met.
Isn't the Megalodon dead? Vampires and werewolves? No, absolutely don't believe in that.
I don't.
Yeah, I was working at...
Although I did see a funny meme earlier today, and it was like, if anybody that we know that's famous is a vampire, it's Cher. She looks exactly the same.
No, Cher is what you call someone who is famous and has lots of money and pays people who she's been doing business with for years for the treatments and surgeries.
I know,
and things like that. Dude, I bet you she feels like a sack of ass, dude. I bet you she's built like the Tin Man. They've probably got her joints with like screws and fucking bolts, and she's just...
That's terrible.
Do you believe in life after rust? She's got to put like oil in her elbows and knees and shit.
Her elbows.
Dude. Her ex, Sonny, is the reason I will never ski. He hit a tree skiing and fucking died.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. That would be the lamest way to go out.
We actually talked about skiing not that long ago.
Yeah, I said I would snowboard, but I wouldn't ski.
Oh.
I will snowboard.
I always thought that I wouldn't ski, but then I saw people do it, and I was like, I think I can do that.
Ski.
But then again, I also thought that tennis was super fucking easy, and then it wasn't at all.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh my god, Ariel, what the fuck, dude?
What'd she say?
I'm gonna let you just find it.
I did. Ariel, you are on crack today.
On crack.
She does this. Good God.
She has an iPod in her hand.
Hey! Dr. Dale picked up on what I was saying. Oh my God. I feel it.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know, man. As far as the cryptid thing is concerned, I do think it's fun and it's all well and good, but I just do not like people acting as if everybody in these parts knows this one. Let me tell you about the Booger Man chair that's set up on the ridge over yonder. Everybody knows about this. Now, this is an urban legend in this area that everybody... It's like, no, dude. There was like literally none. There, maybe your Bloody Bones things was actually, we researched it, it was from like Louisiana or something, and then had come from England and shit. Yeah. And it's like maybe some of your relatives that had moved and passed it along, but like it wasn't some big everybody in Clintwood knows this.
No.
The people act like and tell these stories on TikTok and shit. It's like, in this region, there's a tale. It's like, no, dude, that's at your house and your parents made it up or something. Like, everybody around here does not. Do you know what the tale is? Here's the tale that people tell in our area. Now, down there at that lake, there's a boy caught a fish this big down there. No, hey, over on that strip job, there was a buck that had 36 points on it.
I have heard about
like, that's the kind of shit.
I have heard about the mysterious buck that lives near my house that has...
That is... Every single one of these people have told this story about the huge fish or the 38 million point buck that they almost got. I seen him, and I just didn't have my gun. I reached over to grab my gun, and he was gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, That's the cryptids of our area. A gigantic bass and a 30 million point buck deer.
Yeah, there are. So that's what I was going to get to. Is like, reviewer in her bathrobe said, "What about Native Americans that might have been in that area?"
You got
so it. That's one of the creators that I was talking about on TikTok, and I follow him. I don't know where he lives, but I know it's in the Appalachian Mountains, and he made this like scary video. And I guess it was like maybe talking about like what his family grew up with and heard and stuff, but I've never heard it, and so it was just like, no, not everybody, because it was like seemed like, oh, this is how it is here, and it's like I've never even heard of that, but I guess in like folklore that he had heard passed down to him or whatever was that like his little skit was like his daughter was playing outside, and it was like the evening time. Then he fell asleep and he woke up and he heard his daughter yell outside, so he ran out there and he couldn't see his daughter anywhere, and then he heard his daughter in the house, so it wasn't really his daughter who was yelling outside, and I think it was like more of like a skinwalker situation.
So when it comes to the Native American, folklore and everything, we don't really know, because where are they at? There's not many of them. Unfortunately, the way that things went down in the history books, you can see they got shit on.
Yeah.
They got treated like shit, ran off from their own fucking lands and shit. So all the Indian tribes that used to be here are fucking, placed in their own areas. And it's like where the casino is over in North Carolina.
Reservations.
There's reservations, but it's like...
Yeah, I don't know any
in this area.
Native American people.
I've met two. And
actually,
that's the whole time of living here.
That's not true. I met one. He was an older man, and it was my friend's grandfather. But I know a lot of people who say that they are...
That's another thing that people talk about this area for, and I'm just like, dude,
like,
you're
even
lying, dude.
Even my own family members have been like, well, you're part da 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 da,
you're
and
part
I'm like,
Cherokee.
I think that they literally said I'm part Cherokee, and I'm like, well, I took an ancestry test, so
and it says
I am white.
You're wrong. like that's the thing. Everybody in the 90s and the 80s, for some reason, thought it was just this. I don't know what it was. It was like everybody had to be a certain percentage Native American. And they were all fucking lying for the most part. It was a huge thing. Even like on like country music and stuff back in the 90s. It was like, well, I'm a Chippewa.
Oh, yeah.
And then blow, blow, Seminole.
Yes,
like, yeah. 90s pop country. You had Walker, Texas Ranger. Do you remember that show? Dude, it was so funny.
I know the name, but
we should do reactions
to
a couple episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger. Chuck Norris would be kicking somebody, and like his Indian spirit guide would come up, and you'd just see like the desert with thunder and like a wolf howl, and then he'd kick somebody in the head.
I am not going to say who it was, but I knew someone in the 90s who had their entire house decorated like that. And there were wolves.
Oh my god,
and,
dude.
like, those cheesy t-shirts with like the moon and the wolf howling and the smoke and the stars and all of that. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Alright, that's gonna do it. Happy birthday, Jake.
Yeah. But that shit is so funny to me that, like, back then it used to be this huge fucking, like, thing for everybody to be.
Yeah.
I'm part this, I'm part that. And they would wear, like, feathered necklaces and like the bow tie things would have, like,
yeah.
The
bolo.
Yeah, but they would have those, but they would be like dream catchers and shit.
Huge dream catcher. Okay. Yeah.
And like you said, people used to decorate. Like, you would just go into someone's house and there would be a tapestry hanging up of just like some Native American woman with a feather in her hat and then a wolf and a waterfall. And it's just like...
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Why?
It was my house. It was my mom.
God, dude.
And so I grew up being like, oh, I have like Cherokee blood, and like, look at all these dream catchers, and like all these wolves and smoke and incense, and like, yeah.
How did she take the news when you did your ancestry?
Well, I mean, by then it like wasn't mainstream to. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That shit is just so fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a thing.
Yeah.
It was definitely a thing for a while. And people would have, like, little sculptures and all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. And it's like Nate will wear those shirts that have, like, the moon and a wolf howling and, like, some stuff. But he is part Native American. He's one of the people that I know that has documentation proving his Native American heritage, which is crazy because Nate's heritage is Africa,
I was
Europe,
talking to his mom about
Native
that.
American.
Yeah.
Like, his shit's all over the map. So he has, like, every card.
Yeah.
He can pull the race card at any time he wants to. It's like anytime.
Yeah. Well.
And he's like one of those people that would never do that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I got mine back because in Appalachia, there's a group of people way back, but I mean, it's still like just people are descendants from them. They're Melungeon people. That's a technical word.
Didn't they like get rid of that whole thing? Because they thought that it was like a certain place in Hungary where the people came from, and then they did the big DNA test where they like the thousands and thousands of dollars DNA test.
I just saw a college share.
There used to be a society and everything, and it got disbanded after they got this information back. It was the whole thing. Well, if you had this bump on the back of your head and all of that shit got disproven.
That's what I thought that Nate was, and that's why he has so many different races.
Yeah, there was something that happened that kind of rocked, because it used to be...
I could be totally wrong, but that's what I always heard growing up, and I'm pretty sure. Because it's just like a tri-race of people. That's what I've always heard. And even when I looked it up. Because there's even, like a place where you can do like an ancestry test for that.
How do you spell Melungeon?
Mulengeon, I would believe. I could be totally wrong, but that's...
Hold on.
Oh, hi, kitty cat. Can you get up here and say hi to everybody? Come on. Come on. You can do it. Ah. Oi. Just a big purr baby. Yeah. Hi, buddy. You need to be brushed again.
This is what it was.
I've never heard that.
This is hilarious. Now I know why. Because there was this big, huge thing about... They thought that the Melungeon ancestry was based on, like, Hungarian people and all of these different... And Native American people... Yeah. And Europeans all coming together. In a sense, they were just mixing their genes.
Chad. Wow.
But because they were all working in the coal camps together.
Yes.
But it turned out it was predominantly white and black people.
Yeah.
That were mixed.
And Native American people.
There was only one family of the entire test that they did for over 10 years that was Native American. It was mostly just African and European. And so these people were, we're natives and we're Europeans. And then when they found out that it was Africans, they were like, oh.
There's even still...
Dude.
No.
These racist bastards weren't as happy and celebratory about finding out that it was actually African people that they were mixed with.
No,
I remember when it happened. It was
it,
like 2011, this thing said.
I have always heard that it was African American, Native American people, and then the people who came over.
Out of all the families they tested, only one had Native American ancestry. All the rest were European and Africans.
Saharan Africans. They also claim descent from Native Americans. But yeah, it's
Isn't that to
yeah,
me,
no, I've
that's
never
so
heard
funny,
that.
dude. I knew all these people that were like in this Melungeon
it's
society.
called Melungeon.org, and it's Melungeon Heritage Association, and you can take a DNA test because it's in Virginia, Tennessee, and North Carolina.
Right.
Primarily. No, I did not know that.
Well, I remember the only reason that this rings a bell for me is because I remember people raising hell about it. Mad about that. Because they didn't want to be part black, essentially. They didn't want to find out that they had African heritage.
When I heard that word, like, that's what I always associated was like a tri-race of people. I never thought that they thought anything different.
They thought that the dark tint the olive skin tone came from...
You said Hungary.
Like Hungarian.
I've never heard that.
And like Eastern European, peoples. They were mad when they found out that it was because they were African.
No.
And I was just like, dude.
I did not know that.
You guys have been making the biggest deal out of this shit for the longest time, and then you find this out and you're mad. Like,
right.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, no.
Why not celebrate that heritage the same?
Right.
But, I'm sure that this extends to way far outside of just our specific towns. Because those coal seams were really big. And the only people that I knew that were like from my specific town. I didn't know.
Well, it's not just the town, but it's primarily like the Appalachian Mountains.
Right.
Because this is like where they were at.
But you have to think, there were all types of people that were brought to work in these horrible conditions. I mean, and they lived like in those times. Coal camps were owned by the coal companies, and these camps were like large towns.
We could still take you guys. I know a town near my hometown, and it still has the houses from the coal camps set up.
So you have to imagine
they all look the same.
Well, they don't get you would have to imagine like Springfield is owned by Walmart, and every house in Springfield. This is a hypothetical thing. Imagine Springfield is owned by Walmart. Every home is owned by Walmart. The school is made by Walmart. The church, the hospital.
Everything funds that.
They don't have money. They have, coupons from Walmart.
You would get
the
fake
government
money.
was a company.
Yeah.
So essentially, the coal companies owned every aspect of their lives. So just imagine you're working your entire life for money that's not even actually money.
Right.
Like, you couldn't take that money you made from the coal company and then go
get
to another
away.
state and use it. Like, it was just credits for the company store.
For food and
Yeah, shit was fucking crazy back then. Now I get it. Explain things in Simpson terms. There you go.
But yeah, it's sad because they were just little shacks and people still live there.
Oh my god, dude. There's some really strong role play going on between...
Well, you guys
Jake.
Go ahead and finish that out in your Discord messages.
Yeah.
But,
good God.
I think we're going to hop on over to some different things.
Yeah. Did you know I actually have a play that I helped write that's published and documented in the Historical Society and everything? Mm-mm. It was about coal camps and everything.
Really?
got an award, got put in the paper for it. Yep. People have performed it in other places.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very cool.
If I would have went and signed up for the like Play Actors Guild or whatever, I might have $5 off that by now.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You guys are something else.
True, Dr. Dale.
Soap operas
True.
could never push the point. Oh no, they could never. Dude, do you remember your grandma watching soap operas? Because mine did all the time.
She always watched The Young and the Restless.
Days of Our Lives was the one that my grandmother watched. And let me tell you.
Is that the one where there's like some like witchy shit going on?
I could not tell you a single fucking thing.
It'd be funny because like I would go over to my grandma's, she would watch it every day. Every day. I think maybe after lunch. And you know, maybe it had been a few weeks that I had been over there, or like maybe I was at my dad's or something, and then I would be like, okay, fill me in, 411, what's the scoop? And she would be like, well, Jack cheated on so-and-so.
Stefano is a name that I remember seeing memes of, people being like, y'all can say what you want to,
you know,
but this man ruined my grandmother's life.
He had like this big like mustache. He kind of looked like Tom Selleck, but like instead of like a black mustache.
Let's just look up famous soap opera actors.
Oh, I know exactly what like the cast of that looks like.
Hold on.
But no, I never watched Days of Our Lives. I think Days of Our Lives is like more
like sand through the hourglass. These
like
are the days
witchy,
of our lives.
I want to say.
And look up famous soap opera actors from the 80s and 90s. Not just 90s.
Cannot top sideways.
This guy?
No, that is Tom Selleck.
Oh. Let's see. This guy?
Yeah!
That was him?
Yeah. I think his name is Jack in the show.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a good
I'm pretty
picture
sure
of him.
my grandma had the hots for him.
Let's see. We will show everyone your grandma's lustful desires.
Yes.
This guy right here.
Yeah, Victor Newman. Yeah, that's exactly who that is. Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty pretty on point stash that guy has there.
And he always had it. But the other guy, Tom Selleck, my grandma, and I am gonna get a tattoo of this. It's pretty questionable, and now that I'm an adult, I'm like,
Mammo.
No, not even that. It's
How
like,
dare you?
No, it is like that, but the verbiage is rooted in like, ooh, I don't like how that feels. But anyway, my grandmother had this mug, and it says, I'm saving myself for Tom Selleck. Okay, but at the top of it, it said excuse number 1. So it's like, okay, all right, so,
yeah.
But I was like, maybe like 7 or 8, and I was like saving myself for Tom's. I was like, Mama, I don't get this mug. And she's like, no, just put that back up put that up there. And I was like,
she was embarrassed.
Yeah, because she never talked about anything like that.
Right.
And her husband had died, so like she was just like a celibate old lady. Like, you do not talk about sex ever.
Sad.
And so I was like, no, saving yourself. Like, what are you saving yourself from?
Like Private
you
Ryan?
know? And she was just like, it wasn't even like, I'll talk to you about it later. She was just like, put that back up. Put that back up in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, honestly, look at that stash. Not that guy, the other guy.
Tom Selleck?
Tom Selleck. Wait.
There you go.
I can't remember if that's Tom Selleck or not. I think that's Tom Selleck. Go up. Oh, was he on a soap opera? Yeah, that's Tom Selleck. Look at that young man with the mustache. Come on. Well, that's not the one that I was going to pick, but I absolutely agree with that.
That's all you?
Yeah!
This is what Nikki goes for, y'all.
Who wouldn't say yes to Tom Selleck? Maybe not that one. That's not a very good one.
There you go.
Oh.
Or this one, yeah.
Yeah, he was on Friends, too.
Jesus Christ. Damn it, Ariel. Looks like I haven't colonized you.
Jesus Christ.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, was this him on Friends?
Yeah. Yeah, he was with Monica.
Well, ain't that something? He looks old, YFM Studios says.
Well, he is old now. I am 30. I grew... Sam Elliott...
Oh,
Sam
my
Elliott's
God.
A little skinny man. But, yeah. He's got a nice mustache. What? I feel like that would be a little off-putting. It's like really slow and drawn out, you know?
I'm just retired. I'm retired from this conversation. Look, I enjoy humor and comedy, but when it comes right down to like verbal edging, I'm done.
Oh my God.
Okay? And I just feel like some of y'all are a bit close to the deep end here.
Are they close?
I think so. I honestly think so. And, you know, that can be private. That's totally fine in privacy.
Jeez, look at the last comment, because I said Elliot. Not Elliot. Sam Elliott's a skinny man.
Look, all I have to say is you're a bunch of degenerates. This has been fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we will let you know if we're changing anything up.
Yeah, we'll put it in the Discord first.
Because I think it may be a good idea, but I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. I do really, really, really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys for supporting us the way that you do. Making Nikki laugh, letting us have a good time.
You guys are embarrassing sometimes.
And we're working really hard to do some more cool shit for you guys. So hopefully you will enjoy what we're working on. And we will see y'all in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. You mother.